Vibrational Forecast from Lee for June 2026. The vibration of this month is stabilization. It's a kind of suspended moment of stillness after a wave has pulled back, risen high, and is just about to crash onto the shore. This can create a strange feeling, perhaps a sense of threat, perhaps the ringing silence of uncertainty, or a deceptive feeling that everything has already been completed. Anyone who has been caught beneath a powerful ocean wave knows this feeling. A suspension of time, a moment of stillness that creates the illusion that everything has stopped and that the force of nature has somehow vanished. Yet such moments of stillness actually indicate the opposite. They signal the growing power of the wave's impending impact. They are nothing less than the inevitability of the shift that follows. This is not a stabilization as evidence that something has been accomplished. It's a stabilization as readiness for the final chord. There are, broadly speaking, two ways to respond. The first is to resist what is coming, either by trying to avoid it altogether or by standing rigidly, bracing for impact. The second is to accept what is happening and move toward the wave itself, diving into its space where the waters are calmest. This mirrors how some people may interpret the stabilization of frequencies as a sort of weakening of the transformational process and conclude that it's time to return to the old ways of living. Or they may believe that some opposing force has gained the upper hand and that now the bad will be punished and the good will become even better. In reality, this means choosing to remain within polarization, judgment, and division. Well, after the summer solstice, the most intense period of confrontation between the opposing frequencies in recent years will begin. These will be the final battles of the ego inside the game. Decide whether you truly want to participate in these upheavals and become personally involved in such events, or you can choose the second path, to accept what is happening right now without becoming invested in ideas of victory or defeat. Not encouraging the mind's tendency to focus on analyzing every detail of the process. Instead, viewing it in its entirety as an aspect of the collective ego game through which a higher level of humanity's unity is already becoming visible. Using this pause to focus completely on your desired state, who you wish to be in the new world, bypassing the need to dwell on the stages of transformation that must unfold. In other words, stop speculating about possible outcomes. Stop becoming absorbed in the drama of the process and look directly at the result. The result is your firm decision about who you are and how this version of yourself already lives within the renewed world. Then, as the waves of final changes begin to break, you will already be aligned with the frequency of their fulfillment. In this way, you are, in a sense, completing what has not yet even begun. It is this precise frequency that will guide you and support you where others may be swept into chaos and become momentarily disoriented. For you, however, this may become a period of calm observation, or perhaps an intense adventure experienced with a deep sense of safety. June is, therefore, a time when you can stabilize yourself in that deep safety and in inner harmony with your higher self. In June, there is no need to rush, retreat, or implement urgent changes. This is a precise period of stabilization to make your decision to organize all your projects in accordance with that decision, and then calmly and confidently follow the unfolding events without wavering, constantly changing direction, doubting yourself, or regretting possible mistakes, but standing firmly in the realization of your intention. Your harmonious readiness for wherever you are headed will become your foundation. The events that unfold during the remainder of the year will correspond to your intentions. Look carefully at the deeper meaning here. Those who are focused on exhausting struggles and powerful upheavals will experience struggle and upheaval in full measure, and sometimes beyond measure. Such are the final moments of this year, a great tidal wave of change unleashed at full force. Those who are already attuned to the feeling of a completed renewal, however, will step into that renewal almost immediately. They will use the dynamics of the coming 6 months simply to affirm the position they have already chosen. And each time they will say, "Yes, this is exactly as I sensed it would be. Everything is unfolding in alignment with my inner knowing and the truth of who I am." Use June for stabilization, not for strengthening doubt. Explore the most inspiring possibilities for your future, and project the beauty you envision from your imagination into the emerging reality around you. Your inner state will then be fully reflected and confirmed through material expression.